So the next skating skills we're going to talk about are pivoting. We're going to talk about pivoting from forward to backward. We're going to talk about pivoting from backward to forward. The first one we're going to talk about is going from forward to backward. This requires a good balance point. So the biggest thing, again, with our skating, like we talked about with forward skating and backward skating, we have to make sure we have a good knee bend as we're moving, okay? Now, as we go from forward to backward, as we start to make that pivot, we're actually going to step, glide, step our foot around, and turn that foot so we then move backward. I'll do it going this way here in a second, but you got to make sure that you glide on the flat part of your blades. That's going to be the biggest thing. If you get onto either edge, it's going to turn you left or right and make it so you can't pivot from forward to backward. Okay, we're going to look at going from forward to backward from the side view so you can see how your feet actually move when you're transitioning or pivoting from forward to backward. So when we go and we're skating, we want to glide, step, and turn your foot, and it turns you around. We talk in a glide, step, and turn, okay? So we glide, step, turn your foot, and it gets you going back. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate it one more time coming towards the camera, okay? One thing I want you to make sure that we're teaching our players is as they do this, going from forward to backward, they do not forget about their stick and their shoulders. A lot of times when we see our players do this, they'll turn their feet, but they forget and leave their stick back behind them. They have to make sure that they bring their stick around so they have their stick in a good position. So as you watch now, as I come towards you, I'm going to skate forward, glide, step, turn, and notice how my stick turned. It was in a good position in front of me. Now this happens, and we'll show it at a faster rate here in a second.
Now we're going to demonstrate the pivot towards the camera from forward to backward.
The next one that we're going to talk about now is pivoting from backward to forward. Done a lot by defensemen. If the puck gets dumped in and they're going backwards, they have to pivot, open up, and start skating forward so they can go retrieve the puck. Now the first thing we want to make sure we do is we're going to talk about our upper body. As we do this, your head, stick, and shoulders have to be the first thing that turns. As they do that and we move to our lower body, that will help open our hips up so we can finish our pivot and glide and turn ourselves and continue to finish that pivot from backward to forward. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. You're gonna watch me going from the front. As I start backwards, I open with my head, my hips, turn, and I plant. Watch again as we do this, okay? Watch my head, my hand and stick, turn my shoulders, which will then help open my hips. You wanna make sure you don't drag your feet as you do this, okay? We don't wanna slow ourselves down. Anytime we drag our feet or scrape our blades on the ice, that will slow us down. We want to be able to try to stay on the flat part of our blades and glide through this as we go. So I go, head, stick, shoulders, glide. Now I'm moving forward. Okay, now we're going to look at this from the side view. Okay, and I will go through it slow as I move backward. Look at how I open up, turn, plant, and now I'm moving forward. Do it a little faster as I go. I'm going to go backward, open, push, everything gets going in a straight line.
Now we'll demonstrate the pivot going from backward to forward towards the camera.